Hello and welcome back to Microbial Concepts. So this is third part for dairy microbiology and we are going to discuss here types of milk. Okay, so by the term types of milk, I don't mean buffalo milk, cow milk or goat milk or soy milk, okay? I mean homogenized milk, full cream milk, toned milk, skim milk and standardized milk. Okay, so these are actual types of milk which you find in market. So take any milk brand. For example, I had shown here about Amul. So it has all these types of milks present. It manufactures these all types of milk. Okay, so how this is done and what is the difference between all these types of milk? That is what we are going to cover in today's video. Okay, so first and very important is raw milk, correct? Because this is the very first step in milk industry. You need to get milk from animals, then that is collected in a dairy or a milk industry. Okay, so a raw milk is what? It is not pasteurized or it is not processed for fat removal. It is also known as whole milk, okay, which directly comes from the animal to human consumption, or it comes from animals and it gets collected in dairy for further processing. That is the raw milk or whole milk. Okay. Then comes the full cream milk. So full cream milk, it's pasteurized and homogenized. It is also known as full cream or whole milk, right? And it has a rich and creamy texture. Standardized milk has approximately 4% of milk fat. Okay, so here you can see first is the example of full cream milk. So on a milk packet you will find all these um, points they are mentioned. It is pasteurized or not, then which tone milk it is, single tone or double tone milk, okay, and what is the fat percentage, then what is the SNF percentage. So SNF is solid non-fats. Okay, so there is a difference between these, and in first part of dairy microbiology I had mentioned about all these components of milk. Okay, so do check out if you find something like SNF is new for you. Okay, so next is standardized milk. So standardized milk is what? So it is the type of milk, the original fat and also the ratio of fat to the milk solids content is, or it has been changed either by removal of fat or milk fats or addition of skim milk or addition of cream. So what is done? The ratio of fat to the milk is standardized. It is adjusted, okay, to these standards. So it is done by removal of milk fat or addition of skim milk or addition of cream. Okay, any of these methods can be used. So according to PFA rules, the standardized milk should contain minimum fat of fat percentage, that is 4.5%, and minimum SNF percentage, that is 8.5%. Okay. Then next is about homogenized milk. Milk which has been treated in such a manner as to ensure the breakup of fat globules to such an extent that after 48 hours of storage, no visible cream separation occurs on the milk. Okay. So the main point here is breakup of fat globules. Why is that? Because during storage, during transport, it happens that milk get agitated a lot, and this leads to aggregation of the fat globules, and this will form a visible cream layer on milk. To avoid this, the fat globules, they are broken up by using a homogenizer. Okay, so milk is passed through a homogenizer with the objective of subdividing the fat globules. So fat globules are broken up in such a way that even after 48 hours of storage and transport, you will not find cream getting separated from the milk, right? So in efficiently homogenized milk, the fat globules are subdivided to 2 microns or less than 2 microns in diameter. The advantages are no formation of cream layer while storage or transport, and it produces very soft curd, and it is better in digestion. Okay, it helps, or it is easy in digestion. Then disadvantage of homogenized milk is it is difficult to recover fats from such a homogenized milk. Okay, and it also increases the cost of production because there is additional step of homogenization. Okay. Next is about toned milk. So there are two types of toned milks actually. First is single tone and another is double tone. So according to BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards, the standard fat content should be 3% in case of toned milk and SNF content should be 8.5. But in case of double toned milk, the fat content should be less, that is 1.5%. And that is why we call it as double tone. That means more fats are removed. Okay. So the single toned milk, it should be pasteurized and it should demonstrate phosphatase test negative. Same goes for the double tone. It should be pasteurized and it should also demonstrate phosphatase test as negative. Okay, so regarding these all tests, I will upload another video where all these methods or all these reactions or tests they are performed on milk to assure safety and quality. Okay, so regarding that, you check out my further videos on my channel. Okay, and I will upload soon. Okay, so next is the method of preparation. So for single tone milk, this type of milk can be produced from cow or buffalo or whole milk by partial removal of milk fats. So here you need to remove milk fats. And in case of double tone milk, it can be produced from cow or buffalo whole milk or single tone milk by partial removal of milk fats. Okay, so you can use single tone milk. For further fat removal, you will get double tone. Okay, and you can use whole milk and you need to do fat removal for say 2 times to get double tone milk. Next is skim milk. So what does skim milk actually means? So very important point for skim milk is the fat contained is less than 1.5%. Okay, it is less than 1.5% or even you find it as 0.1% fat. Okay, so it depends on the brand as well. Then SNF content should be 8.5. This is the same. It for each and every type you will find that SNF content is around 8.5 for all. Again, the skim milk should be pasteurized and it should demonstrate phosphatase negative test. Then method of preparation is it can be made by removal of fats from whole or single or double tone milk or by adding skim milk to the whole milk. So it will get diluted. Correct. So that was about skim milk. Not that difficult, correct? So if you find or if you remember just one important point from all these types of milk, it will be easy for you to remember, to understand and to write your answers. So here is a comparative table. So you can see skim milk, toned milk, whole milk, they are pasteurized, but raw milk is not pasteurized. The fat content in case of skim milk is less than 1.5 or we can say 0.1%. In case of toned milk, the fat content is between 1.5 to 3 because for single tone it is 3 and double tone it is 1.5. So range is given here. For whole milk it is 4 to 8% of milk fat. It is standardized. And in case of raw milk it can be 3 to 4. That depends on the animal and on the health of animal. Then next is about what are the additional points in these all types of milk. So in case of skim milk, you will find proteins and minerals. Then the milk is fortified with vitamin A and D. In case of toned milk, you will only find proteins and minerals. Same in case of whole milk, you find proteins and minerals. But in case of raw milk, you also find good bacteria and nutrients. Okay, so till some extent, these nutrients may get lost in the process. Okay, and the good bacteria they are also removed during pasteurization. Correct. So that is the difference, main difference between raw milk and other types of milk. Okay, so this was all about types of milks. Very easy topic and easy to relate as well. So there are differences between all these types and you need to remember the one important point that makes each milk different from the other type. Okay, so thank you for watching, and like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook by the same handle, that is Microbial Concepts. Okay, for other topics which you find difficult or you don't find any notes, you need a good video with explanation, you can suggest those topics in comment box. Okay, I will soon upload a video on that and try to help you out. Okay, thank you and all the best.